New South Wales Law Reform Commission Guardianship Act Review Video 1. Erin Goff, Policy Manager, and Alan Cameron, AO, Chairperson of the Law Reform Commission, are sitting at a desk across from each other in an office.
Hello, today we're talking about our review of New South Wales guardianship laws. We're going to talk about how we're undertaking the review and also how the public can contribute. So Alan, can you tell us what we mean when we talk about guardianship?
Well, guardianship is the process by which someone is appointed to look after the affairs of someone else. And you can do that if you're still able to make your own decisions. You can choose to do that by appointing a guardian yourself. If you're no longer able to do that, then the Guardianship Division or the Supreme Court can make that appointment for you. And that enables the person who's appointed as guardian to make all sorts of important decisions about your future.
A guardian is a person appointed under the Guardianship Act to make decisions on behalf of a person with a disability who is unable to make decisions on their own or without support. Guardians can make health and welfare decisions on behalf of a person under guardianship. A person can appoint a guardian, or a guardian can be appointed for them by the Guardianship Division of the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal, or the Supreme Court.
And why is the Commission reviewing guardianship law at this time?
Well, New South Wales introduced its Guardianship Act in 1987, and quite a lot has changed since then. There's been an increasing tendency to think that people should be supported to make decisions rather than having decisions or the right to make decisions taken away from them completely. And that's reflected in the new United Nations Convention on the Protection of People with Disabilities, and Australia is a signatory to that convention. In addition, there's a lot more people growing older, and those people might need more support in the future. So it's a good opportunity and a good time to review the law.
The Guardianship Act is being reviewed because the way people think about disability has changed since the law was introduced in 1987. This includes the view that people should be supported to make decisions about their own lives. There are also a lot more people growing older who might need support in the future. Australia has signed the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which states that people with a disability should be supported to make decisions, not have decisions made for them.
Can you tell us about some of the issues or provide some examples of the kinds of things that will be looked at as part of the review?
Yes, I'm happy to do that. First of all, there is, as I've mentioned, this issue about people being supported to make decisions rather than having the decision making taken away from them altogether. There's no provision in the law at the moment that allows that, so we're going to look at whether that can be done. Then there are the various agencies. There's the Public Trustee and Guardian, the Public Guardian, and the Guardianship Division of the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal. So those agencies themselves need to be considered. And then there's all sorts of ways in which people make the appointments themselves. We need to look at that. There's the question of medical and dental care for people who can't make decisions to consent to that. And there's even the question of what sort of restraints and restrictions can be put on people when they're subject to guardianship, physical and other restraints in aged care facilities, for example. So we're going to look at all of those issues.
The review will look at whether the law can better support people with a disability to make their own decisions. The review will also look at various areas, including the agencies responsible for guardianship and how these agencies work with their clients, how medical and dental decisions are made for people who cannot make those decisions, and the restraints and restrictions that can be placed on people who are under guardianship.
Let's talk about the process of conducting the review. How are you looking to do that?
Well, the first stage in the process is already complete. We issued a request for general submissions, and we've received 54 submissions already before we've done any real work ourselves other than to draw attention to the review. So that's the first stage, and that's complete, and most of those submissions are already available on our website.
And so what's the next stage in the review process?
Well, the next stage will be the issue of a series of consultation papers on particular subjects, and we're working on those at the moment. They will be issued and they will then seek answers to questions that we will pose in those papers. Now, they'll be accompanied by very easy to understand explanations as to what the issues are, called easy English explanations. And we're hoping also to have short videos rather like this that will explain what it is that we're asking for. And we look for submissions from people who are themselves the subject of guardianship orders, or who have made these arrangements, or people who've carried out the role of being a guardian, to learn from them what their experiences have been.
And what is the best way for people to make a submission?
Well, if you go to our website, you'll see ways in which you can do that. And we're happy to receive them electronically, or you can use mail and just write to us. We'd be happy to hear from anyone.
Thank you, Alan. We look forward to hearing from many people about their experiences with guardianship laws in New South Wales.
The Law Reform Commission will release papers asking people to share their experiences with guardianship. The Commission would like to hear from as many people as possible and welcomes feedback from people who are under a guardianship order, people who have performed the role of a guardian, or people who have made guardianship arrangements. Submissions can be sent via email to nsw_lrc@agd.nsw.gov.au or via post to the Law Reform Commission, GPO Box 31, Sydney, New South Wales, 2001, Australia. Please visit www.lawreform.justice.nsw.gov.au for more information.